When you discover something unbelievably rare, you treasure it. In my case, it was not like a rare stone or a rare antique object, although I'm becoming a rare antique object. It was another person with unbelievable number of similarities. In fact, on the opposite sides of the world, we were born the same year, given the same name, and it goes on from there. A mathematician said to have over 50 different items that were the same in two people, it's like one in a Google. And a Google is 1 followed by 100 zeros. The number of people who have ever lived on Earth so far is only 1 followed by 11 zeros. So yep, that's rare. You see, we shouldn't have happened yet, but we did, and I believe God had a real reason for bringing us together and letting us know about this amazing story. I'm going to share it with you over the next few episodes. Get excited and be willing to look at life in a whole new arena and how special and rare your own life is.
Excellent. So I'm just going to walk back to the motel now and see if I get arrested, okay? All the girls were saying, nice legs.
I mean, I'll be hopefully back in 20 or 30 minutes. Should take long over here. And, oh yeah, you got time to do that. And then we'll be back and load her up. Okay, good. All right.
And there's Dexter, going home in his bag. Did you meet Dexter? Oh, wow. There you are. That's how he travels. We should perhaps... this is the... magic box. Put some things that we need. Mr. Beef's vest. Looks a bit like that. It was really interesting. I I noticed Darryl had cell beep on the top of one of his pieces of correspondence. And my Mr. Beep character, which I've been doing since my eldest daughter was 4 years old. I first did it for her 4th birthday, and she turned 34 on the 7th of July, which was just yesterday. So for 30 years, Mr. Beep has been going, and it was his original name, or his original title was Selwyn Beep, which was S-E-L-B-E-E-P, which of course is Peebles, spelled backwards. And it just evolved into Mr. Beep over 30 years. And there's Darryl with the same thing written on the top of a bit of correspondence. So there's something really, really freaky going on in our lives that we come up. And he's pulling out his dress-up box this morning looking for various hats and things that we needed. And he pulls out a trilby hat, an English trilby hat. And I have an identical one, but two or three shades lighter. You just shake your head and think, what's happening? What's happening here? Anyway, that's our story. That's why we were together doing this wonderful exercise in the Paramount Theatre this afternoon. And without those sort of quirky coincidences, I guess we would never have met. It was very kind of one of Darryl's, I think, parishioners to lend this guitar. Back home in Australia, I also drive a 12-string guitar. Mine's a Maton, which was the first thing I bought when I went to work. I was 16 years old and 1 month. I saved up and bought a Maton guitar, which cost me 600 Australian dollars in 1966. It's probably worth, I don't know, $3,000 or $4,000 now, as a collector's item more than a musical instrument. It was ironical that the second thing I purchased when I went to work was a motor car, which cost $400. That was $200 less than my guitar. So it just goes to show I got my priorities right. Well, that's the Down Under Darryl Peebles, packed up in 2 cases and a dog. So that's me. Thank you.
Hello? Come on back. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, how you doing?
How are things on you? And how close are we to the guy wire?
Good. Stop. Stop. Whoa.
That's it.
Yes. Good.
Can I get it? If I go over just a little, will I miss it or not?
No.
All right, let me pull up this window.
Still gonna hit it, I think.
All right.
You got a post in the way over there.
That's about as close as we'll get, I think. Let's see what it looks like. Good thing I had that back surgery last year. That's one, might be enough.
Gotta pick the right rock. Oh, you're good, Charlie Brown.
Oh man, look at this.
Hey. We couldn't beat that if we were playing them.
Let me check the height on it. Take it down. Have to disassemble it. Thought we might be able to.
Where you at?
We'll take the big part off and just move. We'll just fold it up. No problem. The extra 20 minutes, but that's all right. Nice truck. Ray Mini Storage. Good people. Support them. Here. That one. Look at those guys, isn't that funny? You know, we're all called Pebbles if we have the name Peebles. So we have Pebbles from Penguin and Peebles.
It's the late shift.
Okay.
Oh, hey guys. Hello, good morning. Good to see you. Good morning.
As I said, it's the late shift.
Yeah.
Somebody's just got out of bed. She's done very well.
Good. Daryl, put us to work. Tell us what to do. Well, we're going to take down, I'm loading up all my magic stuff in the trunk. And then anything
Might be very English, but I was saying to Daryl this morning that we always joke that when there's something big to be done, he's Sir Daryl. So we'll have to have another Sir Daryl. We'll have to do an honorary. I am Sir Daryl. I can do anything. You know, it's like the knights of the shining armor.
So this guy has the title. You should be Sir Darrell. I'll just be your name. Your
Yeah, we
knight.
decided this morning that you are definitely a Sir Daryl.
Oh, sir, I don't know what that means.
Well,
Like Sir Galahad.
I didn't
Sir
even know I
Galahad.
was one.
Yeah,
You know?
but it's the highest honour.
Oh, it is?
For somebody who is so capable.
Oh, well, excellent. Well, let me take the time out from royalty
Sir
and
Darrell.
answer the phone.
We'll just move forward. And I think you're taking a stool, aren't you?
We're taking a stool. There's one with a broken leg. We might leave that and take the other one.
Hang on, Daryl. Daryl.
Yeah.
You take the one. Oh, Sir Daryl.
Sir Darrell
This
is
is when we say this is Sir Daryl.
Now, if you'll grab those two here, and I'll let this stick here, and hopefully pick them up over there.
Can you chair?
No, I just
Yabba yabba yabba. That's all, folks. Rhonda, are you home? Rhonda? Oh, I knew I should have changed that light bulb. She told me to. Oh, man. Boy, it's dark in here. Let's see if I can find a match. Oh, here's one. Yeah. Oh, that works for me. Well, that's a little better. Fire chief always wants me to keep a fire extinguisher nearby. Oh, that's not good. Let's see. Oh, a little chilly. Let's warm up here. Oh, yeah. We'll interrupt this program for a special announcement. Children, do not try this. Okay, back to the program. Yeah. Wow! Whoa, that worked. Oh, boy. Yeah. Well, let's see here. That's a lot better for me. I'll tell you what, I'm going to move that big old match out of the way. Have a seat here and see what kind of work I have to do. Oh, same old thing. Hello? I hear you, but I don't understand you, and I don't think I need what you're selling. Goodbye. Well, now, let's get back to work here. Hello? I hear you there. It's a bad connection, and I'm sorry, I cannot talk. Goodbye. Okay. Now. Hi, this is darrylpeebles.
Sorry?
You're speaking to darrylpeebles.
Can't be. I'm darrylpeebles.
Wait a minute now. I'm Darryl
No, I'm darrylpeebles.
That's Darryl with a Y, Peebles.
No, I'm Darryl with a Y, Peebles.
There's got to be some mistake here. Look, I'm Darryl R. Peebles, born in 1949.
I'm Darryl R. Peebles, born in 1949.
I have 3 kids.
I have 3 kids.
Just a minute. I'm Darryl R. Peebles, that's Darryl with a Y, Peebles, born in 1949, who now has 3 children and who proudly wears a service uniform.
Can't be. Mate, I am Darryl R. Peebles, that's Darryl with a Y, Peebles, born in 1949, who now has 3 children and who proudly wears a service uniform.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Well, what are you doing right now?
Not a lot of anything.
Won't you come on over?
Oh, all right. I'll be right there.
Thank you. Settle this, I'll tell you right now. Come right in. Oh, my goodness. How in the world are you?
Darryl R. Peebles.
I'm Darryl R. Peebles.
Well, isn't that a coincidence?
It is good to meet you. And your name is really Darryl R. Peebles.
Isn't that amazing?
That's right. And you have a uniform.
Yes, this is the uniform of the Royal Australian Navy.
Well, that is wonderful. Now, can you tell me something about it?
Sure. I've been a naval reservist based in Tasmania for 32 years.
Excellent,
And yours?
Well, this is from the Graham Fire Department. This is our dress uniform. It's actually modeled after the Navy uniform.
Not the Australian Navy, though.
Well, no, but it's very
Yeah,
similar.
it is, isn't it?
But you know, we have another uniform,
Yeah.
which I actually like a lot better. It's the one you get to use when you go into the fire.
Oh.
But I tell you, it's really nice that you're here. Why don't you have a seat?
Thank you very
We'll
much,
just
Darryl
chat
R.
for a minute
Peebles.
here. Yeah.
That's great.
Okay, now, I was born in Langdale, Alabama, which is a long way from here, but I moved to the seat of government of Alamance County called Graham.
Wow. I was born in a small country town on the northwest coast of Tasmania called Penguin. Penguin. And now I live in the seat of government in Tasmania, which is Hobart.
Okay, and you said you were born in Penguin.
Penguin, yes.
And do they have penguins there?
They certainly do. Small fairy penguins in abundance.
And they named it Penguin.
They named it Penguin.
Lord have mercy, we only had catfish. And I'm glad they didn't name it Catfish. Oh, my goodness. Now, that's strange, you know, that they would name it Penguin, because I lived in an area where we had regular names. Names like Opelika, Notasoga, Lochapoka, and the Chattahoochee.
Right, I'm pleased they were regular.
Real regular names, you know. Maybe Penguin's not so bad after all. You know, people have asked me a little bit about this experience. Some people have now learned that you and I exist.
Yeah.
And that we were strategically placed on opposite sides of the world to keep it in balance from our craziness. But But they also wanted to know, well, when you were coming to town, why did we pick the name? They were saying, why did we pick the name the Darryl and no Larry show?
Yeah. Would you like to explain? That's a
Well,
great story.
I could. There was a show, I don't know if you got it in Tasmania, called the Newhart Show. Mm-hmm. And there was a gentleman that came on and had two brothers. And when he would come on, his name was Larry. And Larry would walk in and say, "Hi, my name's Larry. This is my brother Darryl, and this is my other brother Darryl." And for 7 years, he came on and did that, and Darryl never, ever said a word. It was easy to type their script. Well, one day, it was time for the big finale. And they were going back to the little hotel in Vermont. Mm-hmm. Bob Newhart was there, and Darryl had gotten married. And they brought their wives. And for the first half of the show, the wives talked constantly, incessantly. And Darryl sat there quietly until about halfway through the show, and all of a sudden they stood up together and said, "Quiet!" Well, and since then, we haven't stopped talking, have we?
That's exactly right.
Well, listen now. How do you spell your Darryl?
I'm a D-A single R-Y-L.
Oh, well, I'm D-A-R-R-Y-L.
Oh.
My mother stuttered, but anyway. And so now, what about your middle R there?
The middle initial R stands, in my case, for Robert.
For Robert?
Robert.
Oh, I see. Mine's Randolph.
So you're Randolph and I'm Rob Burt. Yeah?
Burt. Yeah, Burt.
Yeah, Burt. And you can be Dolph.
Dolph. Burt and
now,
Dolph.
There's a distinguishing feature. I can
Yeah.
call you Dolph.
Dolph. Yeah, Burt.
Burt. Okay. What else could we? There's two R's.
Two R's.
One R.
Yeah, I'll be two
And
R's.
of course, my hometown is, well, if we refer to Australia as down under, well, Tasmania is down under, down under.
Oh, so you're
And I'm
down
down under. I'm really down under. The next step, of course, is the Southern Ocean and Antarctica, if everyone wants to go there.
Oh, yeah.
And you're, of course, are up top.
That's the truth. I'll be up top.
You can be up
Okay.
top, yeah.
And you're down under.
I'm
All
down
right.
under, down under.
Well, that's good. Now, what about the time difference between, say, here and down under?
Okay, well, down under is the east coast of Australia is 14 hours ahead. So at 3 p.m. today, it would have been, let's work this out, about 5 a.m. on Monday morning in my hometown at the moment.
Okay.
Although some people suggest that Tasmania is like 20 years behind.
Oh.
That's very rude, isn't it?
We'll stick with 14 hours in case anybody sees this tape that's being made, okay? Well, let's see now. If that's the case, when I wake up in the morning on Tuesday,
Yeah.
what will it be for you on Tuesday?
Oh, well, when you're waking up in the morning, say 7 a.m.,
Yep.
it'll be 9 p.m. Tuesday evening.
So you will have already finished
Tuesday, yes?
Well, when you get back, I'm going to call you every morning.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you how the day was.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And you can tell me if it's a good day or bad day.
Yep.
And if it's a good day, I'll get out of bed. And if it's a bad day, I'm just going to lay there. I'll tell you. Well, let me ask you this now. You're from Tasmania, but that's one of the 6 states of Australia, correct?
That's correct.
And so your national flag would be the Australian flag.
yeah.
And of course mine would be, even though I'm in Graham and North Carolina, would be part of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So we would have the Stars and Stripes, and you would have the...
Well, we've got 6 stars representing the 6 states, and in the top left-hand corner of our flag, we have the Union Jack, which is, of course, a throwback to our history and our colonisation by Great Britain, or the English people, back in, well, in Tasmania's case, 1803.
Well, that's helpful. I think that helps us get a little idea of a little bit about who we are and where we're from and what's
Sure.
going on. But I think right now, perhaps, we should honor our respective countries.
Indeed. That's lovely.
Okay. Well, why don't we just have everyone stand that might be around the neighborhood here, and let's have our national anthems.
Excellent.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who from stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we won,
us rejoice, for we are young and free. With golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds with nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. On history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair. And the great job he does for your community. We were rehearsing this show the other night, and I think we finished a little after midnight, and we all went home for a bit of well-deserved rest, and Darryl's fire pager went off at 1 a.m. And we were all decided we were being back out of bed again at 6:30 the next morning to come and do a bit more work on the show. That's the sort of guy that Darryl Peebles is. I think he deserves a big round of applause for your Darryl Peebles. Would you mind if I became a wee bit more casual? Is that okay? I might take this off because we've done the formal bit now. I was going to say, when we were singing the national anthem, I really love and respect what you lovely people do in America, and the flag and your anthem deserves and receives a lot of respect. And so too do we with our flag and our anthem, except that our anthem hasn't been our anthem for all that long. Until about 30 years ago, our national anthem was the British national anthem, the English national anthem, God Save the Queen. But of course what happened, Australia started getting more gold medals at the Olympics. And everybody was standing up for God Save the Queen, and the Brits were getting all the applause, and we think that's not on. So we had to come up with our own national anthem, and it's part of our movement towards becoming a republic, I guess, and that's inevitable, and it'll happen in the next few years, if not decades. And it's not that we want to decry our British historical connections, it's just that Australia now wants to stand on its own 2 feet, forge its own alliances and its own friendships, which we're doing with the United States, and very proud to be doing so. Because we don't have our anthem with the same reverence, I guess, that you people do, occasionally you'll get some wag, some comic, who want to make some fun with it. Because the reality is not everybody knows the words to our anthem. So you see Aussies at sporting events, and the national anthem will start playing, and everybody jumps to their feet, and with gusto they'll sing, Australians, all let us rejoice, for we love, la 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 la. That's about as much as they know, but they do know the word, our home is girt by sea, and nobody knows what that means because they think girt is like a maiden auntie. But girt is actually an old English word meaning surrounded, so our home is surrounded by sea. And because people don't hold it in as much reverence, perhaps, it's often parodied. And there was a time, maybe 20 years ago, when 2 things were happening simultaneously. There was a big push for Australia's literary people to be forwarded in the arts. And there was also a push to raise our literary standards, and we started studying a lot of our ancestral things. And one of the influences, I guess, was the big Irish immigrants to Australia and the writings of James Joyce. Now, that was on one side of this parody equation that we were coming up with. So there was James Joyce over here on one side, and at the same time a sportsman named Max Walker wrote a book called How to Hypnotise Chooks. Now, do you know what a chook is? No, Americans don't know what chooks are. Chooks is the Australian word for chicken. Okay, so the book was all about hypnotising chickens, which is really quite silly in its own right. So this chap called Darryl Peebles, and I'm not sure whether it was the North Carolina one, but let's blame him, okay, wrote a parody of the Australian national anthem, which went something like, we had to read lots of books, remember, James Joyce? And instead of Australians, all let us rejoice, it went, Australians, all let us read Joyce, for he wrote lots of books, but he didn't write the one about hypnotising chooks. Anyway, that was the sad. The reality is, though, a lot of people don't know our Australian national anthem, and what they associate with our national anthem is, of course, Waltzing Matilda. Have you heard of Waltzing Matilda? Yeah, it's the song you hear Ozzy singing all around the world. Sadly, Waltzing Matilda is the story about a hobo, a swagman, who steals a sheep, gets caught by the law, and instead of going to jail, he elects to jump into a stream and end life. So that's Australia's national song. Isn't that sad? Now, I would have sang it to you this evening, except it's got all these strange words, like, it doesn't have chook, but it's associated. It's about the same as chook. You people wouldn't understand. So what I'd like is if there's any Australian speakers in the audience, does anybody speak like fluent Australian? We could do with a bit of interpretation of the... Oh, here's a gentleman backstage. Sir? Sir, I'm looking for somebody who might know some Australian. Sir?
Huh?
Would you happen to what's this?
My name is Professor Trans.
Trans, yeah.
Yes, I come from the Late family. My name Professor Translate.
It might be just who we're looking for.
Yeah, I got a brother.
Yeah, what's your brother's name?
Well, he's a doctor. He's a really high-class doctor.
Yeah.
His name's Doctor. He goes by his first initial I. And his middle name Ben. Let's see. I've been late many times. Yeah, I've been late many times. That's my doctor brother.
I think I've met your other brother, the one that could never make his mind up. That was Vacillate, was it?
Vacillate? Oh, Vacillate. Yes, I remember Vassal.
We hadn't rehearsed that, Darryl. I'm sorry.
You know, there's several more, but we don't have time.
We don't. I'm going to sing.
This is only a 6-hour show. Did they tell you that?
I'm going to sing these lovely people.
Oh, we're going to do some translating now.
Oh, yeah, you're going to translate, and what am I going to do?
See, I translate. You're singing.
Sorry?
I translate. You're singing. I translate.
Yeah.
You're singing. Sing.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Are you sure?
No. I Professor Translate.
Oh, of course, yes.
Sure it's not here yet, I don't think.
Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong.
Once a happy hobo camped by a water hole.
Under the shade of a coolibah tree.
Under the shade of a eucalyptus tree.
And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled.
His what boiled?
You're the translator.
His billy boiled.
His billy boiled.
Well, as he sang as he watched and waited until his kettle boiled.
You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me.
Who'll come walking with all their worldly possessions wrapped up in an old blanket and slung over their shoulder with me.
That's about right. Now, this is the chorus, ladies and gentlemen. You get to know this so you could perhaps sing along. It goes, waltzing Matilda, who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. Who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Down came a jumbuck to drink at that billabong.
Down come a sheep to drink at the water hole.
Up jumped the swagman and grabbed him with glee.
Up jumped the hobo and grabbed him with delight.
And he sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag.
And he sang as he stashed the sheep in his lunchbox.
You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me.
You'll come walking with all your worldly possessions wrapped up in an old blanket and slung over the shoulder with me.
Everybody, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Down came the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred.
Up rode the rancher, riding on his thoroughbred.
Down came the troopers, 1, 2, 3.
Up rode the sheriffs. On swipe trial, under trial count. 1, 2, 3.
Where's that jolly jumbuck you've got in your tucker bag?
Where's that happy sheep you've got in your lunchbox?
You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me.
You'll come walking with all your worldly possessions wrapped up in an old blanket and slung over the shoulder with me.
Waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Where's that jolly jumbuck you've got in your tucker bag? You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. This is the sad bit, ladies and gentlemen. Up jumped the swagman and jumped into the billabong.
Up. It is sad. Up jumped the hobo and dived into the water hole.
You'll never take me alive, said he.
You'll never take me alive, said he. That was a hard one.
And his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong.
And his ghost, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by that water hole.
You'll come a-walking with all your worldly possessions wrapped up in an old blanket and slung over your shoulder with me.
You'll come waltzing Matilda with me.
How's that? Thank you, Professor Trans. That was wonderful.
Just call me late. Everybody else does all the time. If I can remember correctly, that I had a daughter. You know, at my age, it's hard to remember. I think I had a daughter that was born in 1977.
Uh-huh.
And I named her a name that began with S.
Is that right?
Yep.
Isn't that yet another coincidence? Would you believe, Professor Trans, I have a daughter born in 1977. Her name is Sasha, so that begins with the letter S. And guess what? In about, maybe within the week, she's going to have a baby. That's a true story, yeah.
Good, yeah. Well, I can tell you one thing.
Yeah?
My daughter would just settle for singing tonight than having the baby thing. In fact, why don't we have her come out here and share something with the neighborhood? Her name is Suzanne Peebles. And Suzanne, if you're here, come on out. Y'all welcome Suzanne Peebles.
Daddy with the baby in the backseat. 50 miles to go and she was running low on faith and gasoline. It'd been a long, hard year. She had a lot on her mind and she didn't pay attention. She was going way too fast. Before she knew it, she was spinning on a thin black sheet of glass. She saw both their lives flash before her eyes. She didn't even have time to cry. She was so scared. She threw her hands up in the air. Jesus, take the wheel. Take it from my hands. 'Cause I can't do this on my own. I'm letting go. So give me one more chance to save me from this road. It was still getting colder when she made it to the shoulder and the car came to a stop. She cried when she saw the baby in the backseat sleeping like a rock. For the first time in a long time, she bowed her head to pray. She said, I'm sorry for the way I've been living my life. I know I've got to change. So from now on tonight, Jesus, take the wheel. Take it from my hands. 'Cause I can't do this on my own. I'm letting go. So give me one more chance to save me from this road I'm on. Oh, Jesus.
Thank you, Suzanne. Well, you know, they say hats are all alike, one size fits all, and that's certainly the case. Fits my nose anyway, that big old thing up there. Except I found out one time it was a magic hat. When it became a magic hat, I had to do magic. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get some people up here. Do we have any children here tonight, out here? Any children? There's one. Would you like to come up? All right, we need another child. All right, you come on up, and way back here, here's one. All right, yep, you come on down. Y'all give them a big hand. Come on right up here. All right. I certainly appreciate all this good help. You have to come up the stairs on the side, or if you have a good helper, they can just flip you right up over the top here. Hey, buddy, let me have your hand here. We don't want you to fall or anything. Watch the little wires. That's good. Oh, we've got 4 of them. That'll be good. Yep, okay. Well, let's line up here and face the audience. Never turn your back on this audience here. All right, let's see. Young man, what's your name? All right, Carson, you come down here on the end. That's good. That's great. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to give you, you know, you're a pretty little girl. We're going to have to give you something special. Yeah. We'll just take and put this right up here. We're going to crown you queen for the day. How's that? Oh, boy, that's pretty. Now, let's see. We've got a nice young man right here. He looks real cool. You're a cool dude. What we're going to do is make you extra cool. And, all right, we'll make you extra cool, too. Oh, hold on a minute. He got 4 sets of eyeballs. Look up here at me, son. Way up here tall. Look up at me. Oh, there he is. We'll keep your glasses propped up high like that. All right, now we're going to give you one of the cards. We're going to give you one of the cards. And we're going to give you one of the cards. Now, you wait right there, buddy. All right, now, these things that they have in their hands are called love cards. And the reason I'm happy you have these love cards is because nobody loves me. All day long, I wish somebody'd wrap me up and tie me up with the love cards. Y'all can wrap those and tie them all the way around me. Wrap me up and tie them out. Why aren't you wrapping that thing around me, buddy?
Small.
What's your name?
Kenneth.
Kenneth is the nicest guy I've ever met. He said, that's small. It won't go all the way around me. Last time I did this, guess what? I said, why aren't you wrapping it around me? They said, mister, you're just too fat. Can you believe some people? Well, I have good news for you. Tonight I have the old love bag here. And what we're going to do is we're going to learn a lesson about love, because love is different. Love is the kind of thing you can't make happen. You have to do it freely and give it away. And you have to share your love. For instance, when I come by, I want you to just drop this thing. Uh-oh, would you hold on to that? It's hard to get it all together. Now, could you zip that up for me?
Yeah.
Okay, just watch out for my finger. Okay, it's okay, sweetheart. You didn't get it. All right, now, when I come by, just drop it in there. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Don't go away over there. All right. Now, here's the thing. You can't make people love you, can you? What's your name, sweetheart?
Adela.
Adela? Love me! It's not working, see? So, they felt a lot of pressure. 14 million eyeballs looking at them. And the magician told them they had to do it. So this time, we won't even look. Just take one of those back out, sweetheart. That's right. Now, just freely, just drop it back in there. All right. Buddy, what's your name, Kenneth?
Kenneth.
Oh, Kenneth. All right. Kenneth, just take one back out. That's good. All right. Just freely, just drop it right back in. All right. Now, what's your name, young man? That's a big name. I don't know if I can learn all that one night. Can I call you Mr. G? Oh, I can't. Okay. Well, how about you taking one back out there? Don't go in. Just take one back out. That's good. All right. Now, if you just drop it back in there. Whoop, that's close. 2 points. All right. Clap for him. That's good. All right. Now, what's your name, young man? Can you reach way over there and grab one of those? Just reach in there and take one. Just one now. Put it all the way out. That's good. Whoa! Look at him. Whoa! Whoa! Clap for the boy. Whoa! My goodness gracious. Oh! I don't know how he did that, but he's taught us a lesson. If you share your love, it'll come back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and run it over enough to wrap us all up. Isn't that a wonderful lesson? All right, don't go away. Hang on right there. I may just look back here for something. I think I have something that you guys might like. Whoo, let's see. Y'all are such good magicians. I believe y'all going to need your own magic wands from now on. There's one for you, one for you, one for you. What's your name again? Woo, that's good. Clap for that boy. He's got a good name. All right. Now, I know you cool, so I'm going to take my cool hats back, and y'all clap for them when they leave the stage. All right. Now, what y'all can do is leave the stage. That's a cue. All right, come on. Y'all follow me. As they say, walk this way. There you go. That's good. We got something going. We're raising them up here, I can tell you. All right. Whew. All right.
This is darrylpeebles, the man behind the microphone, bringing you something positive each day from the Peebles Motivation Bureau, both positive, personal, and professional. Remember, there are 3 divisions: digital, real life, and print. But in the digital, we have not only the YouTube channel, but the website, Zoom events, and much more. In the real life, we do pulpit supply, funerals, weddings, magic shows, keynote speakers, and more. And in the print division, not only books, but magazine articles, newspapers, and custom artwork. Locally ordered books from me can get signatures and special discount. This one is already out and about, helping others. Churches and pastors have special discounts. I appreciate you, your ideas, and support. Keep them coming. These are other areas that I might be able to help you, and these are my contact points. This is Daily Dose of Darryl, responding to the free and gracious gift of God. I am using humor, the art of illusion, modern technology, and decades of serving God and communities to work every day to uncover the beauty in all people and experiences coming my way, endeavoring to educate, entertain, and inspire. Each dose on this channel can help move us toward a better, healthier, and more informed mind, body, and spirit. I'm excited to be a small part of the expanding of our capacity to learn, love, and forgive, and together leave this world a better place for all. God bless you.